Stay tuned for Realms of Peril and Glory after these short messages. We'd like to thank our patrons, David Pello, Janine Cara, and Jess, for their support in making this series possible. If you'd like to join them and get ad-free listening, bonus shows, and even more, then head on over to patreon.com/lightandtragic.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Realms of Peril and Glory. I'm your Games Master, James Barbarossa, or indeed I am your James Master, Games Barbarossa. And today I am joined... Yeah, you think I should stick with that one? That was a pretty winning joke. No, I just realized that I was stumbling over my words, and I thought I'd turn it into a tasty vamp that I will now be using the start of every episode of this. Today, I am joined by the hilarious John Sebastian Valle.
Hey, how's it going?
The inimitable Cat Blackard.
Hi.
And my colleague and friend, Zachary Fortais-Gomm.
Hi, I'm also here. I definitely misheard you say my colleague, and I thought you were going to say Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, and of course
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah. So how's everybody doing today? Everyone doing good?
Good, thank you. How are you doing?
Exquisite.
Today, we'll be playing a fully improvised RPG system called You Awaken in a Strange Place. It's designed entirely by the wonderful and wickedly talented Jacob Andrews from Drawfee. So, yeah, like, big shout out to Drawfee Show on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. It's an excellent drawing show where very talented artists draw audience-submitted challenges. It's a personal favorite of mine.
Let us use the system.
Yeah, and it's perfect for helping you chill and keeping you entertained during times of strife that we are currently in. And hopefully everybody listening to this is living in a beautiful, sunny utopia. You Awaken in a Strange Place is designed to be a fully improvised game with 3 core tenets. 1, everyone comes to the game unprepared. 2, anything the GM or players say about the world is true. And 3, the game must be finished in 1 session. So essentially, we're going to be having fun, having a chill time, and coming up with a story together. How's everyone feel about that?
Excellent.
Oh, so good.
Wonderful. So right off the bat, we're going to be coming up with the setting. Everybody's got their 2d6, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fantastic. Could we all roll said 2d6, please?
I rolled an 8.
7.
I also rolled an 8.
All right, guys, we get it. You're fucking better than me.
Great. So you guys rolled an 8 and Zach rolled a 7. Okay, brilliant. So I guess John and Kat roll 2d6 again and we'll...
I got an 8 twice.
I also did.
No, you
Shut the
did
fuck
not.
up.
Damn it. Roll it again. Roll it again.
Me.
It's my cursed candy corn dice.
All right.
No, shut up. I can't.
Yeah. Did it say...
Well, I'm not sure it's upside down, but...
I'm furious right now.
No.
I am utterly
I'm going to try really hard to get a different result.
Roll again.
Okay. It's close, but it's different. 7.
Okay.
7.
7.
That's the same as me.
John, what'd you roll?
Mine's 6.
Okay, cool. So,
Do me and Kat need to re-roll? Because I've got a 7.
No, because
We were
Kat
breaking
rolled
John
an
and I's
8
tie.
first. Now we're just rolling between who is best between Kat and John. Right.
I think we should
So-
roll again.
I don't think we should, Zach. So we've got Kat, John,
I'll be gentle.
and then Zach. Great. Now, that is the order in which we're doing this. Shut up, Zach.
Now I get to be the shit stirrer for once.
So now, everybody. Kat, I would like you to come up with, and in your head, we're all gonna reveal at once what we come up with. Kat, I would like you to come up with a genre of story. John, I would like you to come up with an adjective that will describe the world that we are in. And Zach, I would like you to come up with a location that we are going to be setting our story in. And let me know when everybody's got it, and we will reveal it to the audience. Kat, what genre are we playing today?
Western.
Fantastic. John, what is our adjective?
Man, I tried to stay away from reality, but I'm gonna say dystopian.
Great. And Zach,
What
is our
about
location?
utopian, John? Why not utopian?
I wouldn't even know how to pretend.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I need you to know that we are setting this in the White House.
Oh no.
Are you for real? This is not
like-
sexy.
This is too real, Zach. What is your other option, just in case?
Out of control train.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
So you can
I am
choose.
vetoing it.
Fine.
it. We're doing
Fine. That's
we're
fair.
doing it on a train.
That's fair. Yeah,
Right.
you shouldn't distract.
In the same turn order, I want each of you three to come up with one statement that you are going to make about the reality of this world that will then become true about the world, and we will be building the story. And I will build a basic story off of.
Okay. The social and spiritual landscape is rooted in matriarchy.
Cool. If it's a matriarchy, very nice. Yep, cool. John, make a statement about this world.
There is mandatory gun ownership.
Oh no. Mandatory
Wow,
gun.
we just presented two ideas that are like absolutely, I feel like potentially opposed to one another, but I'm fascinated to see how this is going to play.
Zach, make a statement.
Why not add a little dystopian capitalism? Only the wealthy can afford to ride trains.
Only the wealthy can afford to ride trains. Fantastic. What a horrible, insane world we're
What's
living
ridiculous,
in today.
when I gave that matriarchy thing, I completely forgot that John said dystopia. So then, like, I was like, wait, what am I saying about pervasive matriarchy?
This all is going to be MRA propaganda on my end. I just want everyone to know.
What's MRA?
I just want everyone to know.
Men's rights activists.
Oh no!
You know,
I guess I'm going to come up with a story based on that. But in the before we do that, I am going to ask you all to just come up with a simple idea for a character. You know, pretty basic. The example given is that, you know, you want to be a huge, muscular, overalls-wearing farmhand from a tiny town who is an expert with a lasso. His name is Bradford McBuff. That is the example given by the lovely Jacob. So I want, and Kat again is once again going to go first.
I'm a peace enforcer named Clover Pennyworth.
Ooh, a peace enforcer.
if we're assuming matriarchy, is this like a modern government like the West with like presidents and all that stuff, or is it like a monarchy type of matriarchy or a council?
I mean, there's lots of ways to look at that, right? Because you also said dystopian, so like it's possible. Like, for example, if I was to look at our present day reality, not to be like prescriptive here about the master story, because obviously I'm not the game master, but
watch out, because everything you say is true.
Right. Everything is nothing is true and everything's permitted.
Then James, I think you should respect yourself. You're a beautiful person, and that's true.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
So what is true about this world is that you should respect yourself, and that's what's most important.
Actually,
Cool.
that's
I mean,
what it
fine
says
by
on
me.
the seal.
Yeah. Like my peace enforcer badge says, respect yourself.
Like when I said
Great.
dystopian, it doesn't mean it's dystopian because of the matriarchy. We could be in some sort of like no woman's land, so to speak. You know, some sort of like lawless part of the, you know, because it's the West, right? So we're in the West. So
After patriarchy's collapse, then like a more beautiful, more integrated, like feminist utopia starts to arise, but it's still destabilized, you know, like.
Yeah.
So my character is Bud McKenzie. He's a type of gunslinging Ronin who was supposed to protect whatever. There would have been like a former leader of this matriarchy, however we figure the government works, but has been disgraced and now no longer fires his firearm, but only uses it as a melee weapon.
Okay.
Because he's been disgraced.
Great.
I'm going to be Wadsworth Cobblepot.
Amazing.
And I'm a timid but high-strung train attendant trying to keep the train under control.
what we're going to do now is everybody is going to list attributes about their character. So, Clover Pennyworth, I would like you to tell me one skill you are amazing at. If you could make it a skill verb, so like something-ing, walking, playing, whatever.
Fisticuffs.
So are we going to say fist fighting?
Not fisting.
Is that all right if I make that fist fighting?
I said fisticuffs, so let's say all hand stuff.
Engaging in fisticuffs. Great. So everybody write down engaging in fisticuffs. Tell me something that Clover Pennyworth is pretty good at. Not amazing at, but pretty good.
Fixing machines.
Fixing machines. This is very helpful. Tell me one thing Clover Pennyworth is bad at.
Keeping her mouth shut.
And one thing that Clover is terrible at.
Oh, good. I should have anticipated a four thingamajig scale. I'm gonna attempt to use a random supplement.
Oh, not the mug of popsicle sticks.
They have different things written on them. I forget.
I think the makers of the game outlawed use of
This counts as preparing. No, it's fine.
This is truly random. The yellow ones are something, and the red ones are something, and the blue ones are something, but I can't recall which. So I'll just draw until something.
Go ahead.
Okay, I got meditating.
That's fine. Meditating is fine. So, Clover, you have a +2 in engaging in fisticuffs, a +1 in fixing machines, a -1 in keeping your mouth shut, and a -2 in meditating. Bud Mackenzie, tell me one thing you are amazing at.
I'm gonna go ahead and say swinging.
Swinging.
Oh, sorry, but I mean with objects.
Okay.
Not with people.
Tell me one thing that Bud is pretty good at.
Crocheting.
That is so helpful.
Yep.
Remind me what crocheting is. It's like a kind of knitting, right?
It's like knitting with just one hook, I think, or like yeah.
Fine. Fair. Give me one thing that you're kind of bad at, Bud.
Bartending.
Brilliant. And one thing that you are terrible at.
Carpentry.
Fantastic. Zach, I would like you to tell me one thing that Wadsworth Cobblepot is amazing at.
Reading. He's very good at reading.
Great. You have a +2 in reading. Tell me something that he's pretty good at.
Socializing. He's a good, talker. Like, he can talk nicely to people.
Brilliant. You have a +1 in socializing. -1 in
dancing.
something that you're kind of bad at.
Dancing. He's not a good dancer.
Great.
Actually, I've been through, several verbs.
Other ideas, yeah.
And I'm really struggling for this last one. Kat, could you pull me a popsicle stick?
Gladly. Cooking.
Yeah, really bad at cooking. That's fine.
I've got to come up with 4 more, so I'm going to say shooting, driving trains, lying, and you know what, Kat? Pull me a lollipop stick, dude.
I'm not sure this is the best popsicle stick, but I got surprising.
Great. That is our skill list for this game. Those are the skills we will be using, and only those skills to make rolls.
Okay.
The way we will be rolling is essentially you roll a 2d6. Anything lower than a 6 is a failure. Anything from 7 to 9 is a mixed success, and anything from 10 to 12 is a success, and you get exactly what you want. Every time you fail at a roll, either you get a lower than a 6, I want you to make a little tally next to the skill that you fail at. And when you get 3 failures in that one skill, you get to add a +1 to your bonus to that, because the best way to learn is by failing. One more thing that we're going to be using, although, sometimes this is used more than others. There are things called resources. That's how we'll basically be handling items in this game. Essentially, I'm going to say that you find I don't know, you pick up a crate and you break a crate, you find 2 resources. What that's going to mean is that later on, you might need to get across a gap, and you can say, oh, well, I have a rope bridge, and you can say one of those resources turned out to be a rope bridge. Now, you can have other items if it kind of makes sense for your character to have them on them. You can make the argument to me, and I'll let you know whether you have that. But apart from that, that is going to be our game. So we will be doing a Western on a dystopian crazy train. It is a matriarchy. There is mandatory gun ownership, and only the wealthy can afford to ride trains. So, everybody, you awaken in a strange place. You can hear the rumbling of wheels on rails beneath you. The place that you're in is sort of gradually shaking. Can everybody roll me a 2d6 to see who wakes up first?
I rolled a 3.
5.
3.
So, Wadsworth Cobblepot, you awaken first. You are in the familiar train carriage that you know as the restaurant car, though the place seems to be trashed and abandoned. Nobody seems to be in it right now. You see 2 people lying unconscious. They're slumped over different tables. Though they don't quite look affluent enough to be guests.
Well, could I roll to see if I can determine anything about the individuals?
You can roll me a socializing check to try and gauge gauge who they are as in the social order.
I got a 4.
Cool. So that's a failure. You can't work out anything about these people. Apart from the fact that they don't look wealthy enough to be on the train.
Over to them and just wake up! What are you doing? How did you get aboard my train?
Okay, the other 2 of you wake up. You hear this clapping train attendant.
What's going on here?
Well, you're aboard my train, aren't you?
My name is Clover Pennyworth. I'm a peace enforcer. Please state your names and where the hell we are.
Well, you're aboard my train, and my name is Wadsworth Cobblepot.
You're the conductor?
I'm an attendant, not a
Well, then
conductor.
it ain't your train, is it?
I think you'll find everything aboard this train is mine.
Well, ma'am, I'm a Bud Mackenzie. Are you sure you're a peacekeeper?
I got the badge right here, bud.
Oh, all right. Hey, don't call me Bud. My name is Bud like a name, not Bud. You don't call me Bud all disrespectful like a term of endearment.
Basic.
I rather struggle to see the difference, Bud.
Bud is short for Budworth.
Mm-hmm. Great. So we have Budworth, Wadsworth, and I'm assuming Cloversworth, but it is Clover's. That would make it Cloversworth Pennyworth, so I'm not
Cloversworth.
sure.
Cloversworth's my mother's maiden name.
Damn it. So, Clover, you actually know that you and a group of enforcers that you were with had a tip-off that something was going to go catastrophically wrong on this train, and you sort of levied your power as an enforcer to get you and the enforcers on the train. And obviously, you don't recognize Bud as being a member of the enforcers that you know of.
Mm-hmm. And I don't have any recollection of what's happened?
No, apart from that, as far as you can see, something's just gone wrong, and the train is shuddering, shaking. It's building speed constantly. Seems to be like a crazy train that you all are on.
Is this one of them? This is one of them Ozzy brand trains.
I've never heard of
Yeah,
Ozzy in
something
my
like that.
life.
Ozzy,
is he one of our shareholders?
There's an Ozzy 5000 train. I'm
Uh,
surprised you don't know the model of your own train.
Okay, so great. So it's an Aussie brand train. Fantastic.
I draw my
Amazing.
9-shooter and I ask them kindly to put their hands up, and I will take ownership of the situation. Now, look here. I had a
I
report.
will most certainly not raise my hand.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
draw
not
my
gonna-
own mandatory pistol. You are aboard my train, madam. You think you can draw weapons on me?
No,
I've
hold
got
on,
a badge.
Yeah,
Sir.
hold up a second here. Now, you don't got a jurisdiction on this train. I'm a certified train guy. I'm not anything. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm trying to lie to you. I don't even have that as a skill.
Goodness. We're
But I'm
traveling
not putting my
through
hands up.
international regions not controlled by any nation. There's no jurisdiction here.
Listen, you could suck my jurisdiction over here. Listen, I don't want any more trouble from either.
I fire into the ceiling. Enough of that.
Oh my god. Okay,
I'm
roll.
my
deaf.
train.
Clover, I'd like you to
instantly
roll me a
deaf.
shooting check, please.
Let's see. I rolled a 4 plus 2 is 6.
Okay,
Damn
great. So you
ears.
got a 6 or below. So you got a failure. Make a note next to shooting. You got one failure. Your gun just like sort of makes a loud backfire and rings in your ears, and I'm gonna give you like a minus 1 to one of your next rolls because you've been mildly deafened by it, and you two are entirely like
Fuck me sideways.
unintimidated by this.
Those
When was the
damn
last time you cleaned your gun?
government issue firearms.
Look, this whole room's been tossed over. You know something's wrong.
All right, well let's. I mean, obviously this train's going all over the place.
So what are you doing here again? Why were you aboard the train?
Why were you sleeping on the job?
I was having a nap.
I'm a peace enforcer, and I got word, the rest of my crew did as well, that something was amiss on this here train. Now I wake up, no memory of what happened, this whole place has been tossed over, and I'm here with you two.
The three of you do all have lumps on the backs of your head. It does seem like you've been knocked out.
All right, I figured out what happened here. All right, so the peacekeeper done knocked us both out, and then hit herself in the back of the head so we wouldn't get suspicious.
That seems rather stupid.
Well, you seem rather stupid.
After that, as the gun has gone off, the noise echoes throughout the train, and in walks an enforcer holding a rifle, and they walk in from the higher up end of the direction that the train is moving, the carriage next to you, forward towards the front of the train, and they walk in and they go, "All right, I thought I'd done knocked y'all out. How come you've awakened so quickly?"
Do I recognize this person?
Yeah, you know this person. You know that this person was called Jack, and they were part of the enforcer group that sort of group of about 15 enforcers that were assigned to this train.
Jack, you knocked me out? Why the hell did you knock me out, Jack?
He raises his rifle to it. He's like, "Now don't start any trouble, Clover. I don't want there to be any issues here. I'm just being told I'm just doing what I've been told to do.
Told
Everybody
by
put
who,
your
per
weapons
se?
down."
Now, I can't very well put my weapon down because when you knocked me out, it ended up on the. And then as I'm trying to distract him, I'm gonna pick it up. I have my rifle on
Okay,
my.
I want you to
in
roll me
a scabbard, you know, like in the back, like a samurai sword.
Brilliant. Fantastic. I want you to roll me a surprising check, please.
All right, roll that rolling bones. I got an 8.
Oh, okay. Well, that is a mixed success. You do manage to pull your gun out on Jack, but Jack manages to swing his gun round to you, and now you're both in kind of a Mexican standoff. You've got your gun on him, he's got his gun on you. And he's like, now I don't quite remember who you are. Who exactly are you? You don't.
I
want to
pull my gun on him as well.
Okay.
No,
roll me a surprise. Roll me a surprise check, Wadsworth.
Don't be a hero.
Fuck! It's a 3. Why do you keep rolling 3s?
Great. You drop your gun. And I'm gonna say he's gonna go to shoot you.
Well, let's see.
Can I interrupt him with my swing? Can I swing with him?
Yeah. All right. Roll me a swinging objects check.
All right, here we go. Roll them bones.
And Zach, I want you to make me a dancing check, please.
Oh, good.
I've
One
got
thing I'm almost bad at.
I rolled a 7, so I got a 9 total.
Okay,
That's
great.
an 8 total.
Okay, brilliant. You managed to dance out of the way of the bullet. Just
Not normally
just
very good at this, huh?
swiftly dance out of the way of the bullet. Meanwhile, Bud, you swing. You got a 9, did you say?
Yeah, that's a mixed success.
Great. So I'm gonna say that you swing your gun at him and you do clobber him, but you don't manage to like incapacitate him. Clover, what are you gonna do?
I swoop in and I'm gonna pick up the gun that Wadsworth dropped and then hold both guns
Great.
at Jack.
Okay, brilliant. Then I would like you to roll me another surprising check, please.
Okay, that ain't good. So I rolled a 7. That's -2, so 5 minus the 1 from that prior turn with a backfire, and I got a 4.
Oh.
Fantastic. So you fail to grab the gun and it instead goes you kick it away and it goes and falls down some vent and that gun is now gone.
That's my gun! I have to legally own one. Now I have to get another one.
Now you have to get arrested. See what's happening here.
Well,
I want you to
maybe
make me
Jack
an-
will be kind enough to give us his rifle.
This whole thing's coyote piss. What the hell's happening?
Can I go over to the vent and try to get my gun? But while I'm trying to get my gun, I pull another gun out of my by my socks and try to pull it on the guy.
Out of your sock garters.
Yeah.
I'll let you do one of those things. Do you want to
No!
pull your secret second gun, or do you want to go and try and grab it?
I want
not
to go
sure
for the
if-
secret second gun.
Okay, fair enough. You go for secret second gun. I'd like you to roll me a surprising then, please.
Oh, I just rolled a 12.
Amazing. You managed to pull your gun and Jack backs off and he's like, all right. It seems like I've been outgunned here.
Yeah, so why don't you start out explaining yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
Precisely.
This here train is now under our jurisdiction. Clover, what's the name of your like enforcer, your group of enforcers?
The Pecos Posse.
Brilliant. And who's your matriarch?
Mother Tupelo.
All right, now we don't much agree on many things, Clover. I'm sure you know that. But I want you to know that what's going on this train is for the greater good. You must understand that.
Oh, I trust your assessment of the greater good. Please.
So, what do you want to do with this guy now you've got him hostage?
Well, I want to disarm him. And
Sure. You can take his gun off him.
take that rifle. I'll go ahead and hand it to... No. I'll sling it. Does it have a little sling on it I can put around my back?
Yeah, sure. It's got a sling.
Of course it does, because everything I say is true. Haha.
Yeah, it's got a little sling on it. You can roll around your back.
Yeah, okay. Whip it around my back so I look extra tough. And then I'm gonna one hand frisk him real quick, see if I can find anything useful. Get him. Put your hands up against the wall.
Roll me. I'm not going to make you roll for that. You find you find. I'll let you find one resource, and that can be whatever you want it to be at any given point. Or once you've decided what it is, though, it will be that forever.
I'd say it's an executive key card.
It's an executive key card. Very nice.
Very good.
So you managed to find an executive key card on this guy, and you get him up against the wall.
All right, Jack.
And what a bad name as
yeah.
well. Jack.
Are you gonna
Hey, now that's not very nice.
tell me about all that stuff you got going on? I yank his ponytail and jam his chin up against the wall.
I want you to.
What man has a ponytail so thin and awful?
I want you to roll me a keeping. I want you to roll me a keeping mouth shut roll, Clover, and I want you to roll low on that to successfully intimidate him.
All right. I rolled. God damn it. I rolled a 4.
That's good. No, that means you successfully
that's
intimidate
good.
him. You want to roll low on keeping your mouth shut. You so you just spit a load of threats at this guy. It's like, all right. Well, as I'm sure you know, there's been a lot of chaos in the West City that this train is heading to, and I don't think that we, the Packles posse, have decided that Mother Tupelo can no longer be trusted to run the city. We take control of this train, but you're way too late to stop what's coming. And he bites down on his teeth and breaks a little cyanide capsule in his mouth. Before you know it, he's frothing at the mouth.
Okay.
And he
Do you all have
drops
one of
dead on
those?
No, that's not standard issue. That's what snakes do, choking on their own venom, and I kick his corpse.
I've got one of those.
Well, that's
Yeah.
fucking weird, bud.
Well, sometimes you don't want to get tortured. By the way, did he say Mother Tupelo?
He sure did.
That's right. I mean, he's dead.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, are you still alive?
No, quit it. Leave me alone.
I think he might be pretending.
Wait a minute.
Can I investigate to see if
Was
it
that
is in fact?
was that a seltzer tablet?
Yeah, I want to see if that was in fact a cyanide tablet and he's just pretending.
It's an Alka-Seltzer.
Roll me a reading to read whether or not this is actually a capsule.
read the room.
That is 9.
9. Okay, you can determine that it's definitely some kind of medicinal capsule that's to have some effect, but you can't quite tell if it's poison.
Well, he's still alive. Let's continue. Perhaps we can continue to question him, yes?
I reckon we can.
Go ahead.
We can torture him if we want to.
Yeah. I mean, I am from across the sand pond where we invented torture, I think.
I think I
Probably.
like you, Cobblepot. What's it?
Yes.
and
I'm going to stick my finger in his eye.
I assess what the dilation of his pupils is, and if they appear to be like he's gone for a while.
The one that doesn't have a finger to the knuckle.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I'm gonna hog tie him with scraps of a curtain.
Great. I'm gonna make you roll an engaging in fisticuffs check, Wadsworth, for poking him in the eye.
7.
7. Okay, so you poke him in the eye, and you poke him a little too hard, though, and his eye kind of bursts on your finger, and you're now gonna let a grace eye on your finger.
I'm just gonna rub it on my.
He
I'm
doesn't.
Gonna rub it.
He doesn't react. He is dead.
But he was talking, and I've just got eyeball on my finger.
Yeah, you got
You're a
grace
sick,
eyeball on your
sick
finger.
man, Cobblepot.
I hide it very well when I'm not
Well.
on the job.
If he ain't dead, no sense in hog time, ruining these fine draperies. Well,
True.
all right. Well, Bud, Cobblepot,
Yep.
we're all learning this here. We all have a sense of some of the stakes. This train has been taken by members of the Pecos posse who have betrayed Mother Tupelo. We are headed on a course for West City, where things are going to go sideways. And do you have it in you to do the right thing and help me defend Her Honor and save this train and any passengers that remain?
Well, I certainly would like to get my train under control, so yes.
I'm indifferent, but I reckon there's more of them around here, and, well, I'm not going to fight my way through this whole thing. I don't know why I'm involved, but you said Mother Tupelo, so the only reason why she's in power is because I failed to do my job.
What are you saying, Bud?
I'm saying that back in when Mother Jones was in charge of that, had that seat, I failed to protect her. And that's why I'm here now and disgraced. I was in the saloon I've been in for 3 years, sitting at that bar, and now all of a sudden I'm here with you two.
I'm sorry, I'm not very interested in your politics. I live on the train. I don't engage with this sort of thing. So I work for the Helix Train Company, and that's my life pretty much. So I'm not gonna.
Yeah, wait a minute. You got this job, and you ain't even a citizen.
I'm certainly a citizen of the Helix Train Corporation.
All right, I know how that works. I get it. You just work for them long enough till you can get off the train, find a place to settle down, and take one of our good jobs.
I think you'll find train employees are the backbone of your economy.
You can tell you are in the bar carriage. There is a door heading up the train towards the front of the train. There is a door heading to downwards towards the back of the train. What do you guys want to do?
Well, in that case...
But since there's a bar, Bud's going to make a cocktail while everybody figures out what's going on. He's going to make everybody cocktails.
Fantastic. Roll me a bartending check, Bud.
Just trying to make your job easy, James.
What kind of drink are you making?
I appreciate that.
I'm going to make a
grasshopper.
I'm dead.
Can I kick him just to check if he's actually dead?
What is that?
Yeah,
what does everybody want? I'll let y'all improv it.
I don't drink on the job. I go behind the bar and I check for any firearms that might be behind there.
Well then, little lady, I'm going to make you a tonic water and lime. How could that go wrong? Here we go.
That sounds mighty refreshing. Thank you, Bud.
I find tonic water's a little too, it makes me go a little funny, so I even don't indulge in that.
Well, it's a double for you then, Cobblepot. Here we go.
Clover, you find one resource behind the bar. You can decide later on what you want that to be, but you find one resource.
I rolled an 8 plus my -1, so that's a 7.
Great. So you managed to make a group of okay-looking cocktails, and you hand them out to everybody.
All right. Ooh. And at this point, by the way,
I guess you hand them out to Wadsworth because Clover's not drinking.
Oh no, everybody's drinking.
You made me a nice tonic and lime, and
Now I should mention though that in this universe, all limes are fermented, so they all have alcohol in them.
Okay, I guess Clover, you'd know that all limes are.
I'll just slide it on down.
He's made you a tonic and lime, and he's put a lime in it.
I think I'm too polite to not drink it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think Cobblepot's you've given him a drink in good faith so much, or kindly, and he's yes, no, thank you so much, and he just kind of takes a few sips of it.
Brilliant.
When a child makes you a mud pie.
Yeah.
You drink it and it's fine. It's not great. It's kind of fine.
It's so mediocre, it's offensive.
It's so good, yes. If we have a vacancy on staff, I'll let you know.
Cobblepot, roll me a lying check.
Actually, I'm banned from by the government, from the matriarchy, from working in a bar due to my heavy drinking for 3 years.
So, behind the bar, I don't find a firearm, but I do find a sentry. And what a sentry is a little clockwork kind of pod about as big as a teapot that you wind up.
Fair.
And it's got these bright blue little eyes, and it hums a bit, and these little spider legs clack out of it. And it can It's made for bar spaces, kind of keeping the peace. It generally crouches up in the corners of ceilings, surveilling. Sure. And then if anything goes sideways, it spits out these two little prongs that'll electrocute somebody.
Amazing. It is kind of busted, though, so I would like you, before you get to use it, I would like you, Clover, to roll me a fixing machines check, please.
Spread it out on the bar top, figuring out what's wrong with the poor little guy.
Do I have to, do I have a resource also?
Yeah, bud, you get a resource as well.
Yeah. I was behind that bar, too.
While you were making drinks.
I rolled a 10.
You rolled a 10. Oh, yeah, no, you great. You managed to fix this, and it's a perfectly functional... Sentry. You give it a wind. It's clockwork. It's got a big old brass sort of old west style key in the back. You can wind it up, and you find that it's going to function perfectly well.
All I did was pour a little bit of the tonic water in it.
So I, as a train attendant, I'm going to pull out the standard issue Helix Corporation map of the train that we all have.
Great.
That every attendant is given on the first day. And I'm going to start marking out kind of what I think the vulnerable places on the train would be, where we should start looking.
Roll me a reading check, please.
Yeah. That'll be a 12.
Great. So you can tell that you are currently in the bar cabin. You can tell that the restaurant cabin is one cabin up. And that's one cabin away from sort of the wheel of the train, where somebody who would be driving it or operating the train.
The engine?
No, the engine is further to the engine is slightly further to the back. It's actually the cabin. It's actually two cabins behind you. The last one on the end of the train. But the front sort of carriage is the cabin of the train. Yes, this train is driven from is rear wheel drive train, but that's
it's a
the world
diesel
we're
pusher.
living in because you've put me on the spot.
Well,
so
as you know, all Aussie brand model trains are driven from the back, and so, but of course, driven from the front. Very unusual, but it's the way things work here at the Helix Corporation. Now, I would like to propose that we should gain control of this train and go to the front cabin.
Fantastic. You can hear that there is a gunfire in the carriage, the one carriage in front of you.
In the restaurant cabin?
You, Wadsworth, know to be the restaurant carriage.
Yes.
And is that where Jack walked out of?
That is where Jack walks out of, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if perhaps the chef has prepared someone's steak poorly again. Customers can get very angry, and of course, when everyone has a gun.
I mean, I could understand being upset about an overcooked steak, right?
We've all been.
I go up to the door and peep out the peephole, see if I see anything.
Okay, great. Brilliant. I'd like you to roll me a meditating check to try and sort of remain calm and stealthily open the door without letting anybody know.
Oh, that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. I rolled a 9.
Great. So you successfully managed to slide open, to crack open the door a little bit, but it sort of sticks ever so slightly, so you can't pull it open any further without it making a noise. But you can hear some gunfire on the other side of the room. There's some gunfire quite close to you, and you can see that the tables in the restaurant on this side have been turned on their side and are being used as cover. And you can see a few boots.
Is that on our side? Sorry.
On your side, yeah, and you can see a few boots.
So we're facing, like we would be covered by the tables if we move
Yes,
forward.
but you can see that there are people on this side of the tables firing guns.
I don't know. We could surprise them, or we could.
But we don't know if they're a friend or foe from this direction. So I think the best thing to do.
Do you recognize them as your compatriots?
I can't tell from here.
From your limited vantage point with the crack in the door you've got, you cannot tell if they are friend or foe now.
Tell you what, you boys can hang back, and I'm gonna slide right in there and find out if they're friend or foe.
You're gonna open the. Sorry, you say you're gonna open the door and you're gonna slide in.
Mm-hmm. Seeing as how there's a firefight going on, I figure the door's gonna make a bunch of noise. Well, fine, I'll throw it open. They might not even hear on account of the firefight, and then I'll just slide in. With keeping my head down, and I will probably be able to recognize them pretty quickly. And if I don't recognize them, I'll put a pistol to the back of their head and ask if they're friend or foe.
Fantastic. I want you to roll me a surprising check, but with a -1 because of the jamming of the previous.
It's a 11 then.
Fantastic. Yeah, no, you successfully managed to throw open the door, and you managed to do it in time with one of the gunshots, and nobody hears you. And you can see that there is a line of enforcers knelt down. There's 2 enforcers. They're knelt down behind some tables, and you can see that there are some other tables at the other end of the restaurant carriage that have also been turned on their side, and there's gunfire coming from them too.
Okay, now, considering what I know of these individuals, I know we had 15 enforcers come in. Jack's acting like there was some big conspiracy. I don't, it couldn't possibly be all of the enforcers. Mother Tupelo was a saint. So, do I think that there's a chance that these people are, do I think there's a chance that they're with Jack, or is this the kind of thing where I make up what's going on account everything is true? What's our relationship here in the exchange of power?
Roll me a socializing check, Clover, and see
what is the relationship here in the exchange of power, James?
I don't know, dude. I'm going to make you roll to see if you can tell it.
Socializing is a 7.
Okay, yeah, so you don't actually know these guys very well. They've been moved into this division of enforcers from a disbanded group of enforcers that no longer operates.
Well then, I slide on my knees behind one of them, pistol up to the back of their head, and I say, "Mother Tupelo's the bee's knees, friend or foe?"
You managed to pull a gun on somebody. They raised their hands with their gun. They stopped firing. And the other person that you've been that was shooting also stops, realizing that their comrade is gonna get shot. And the individual you've got a gun to is like, "Damn it! I thought that Jack took care of you."
Oh well, fuck you then. I blow his brains out.
Oh my god! Roll me a shooting check.
Can we be watching? I think we're watching.
In absolute horror.
The reins. We're watching this, and can I please grab Jack's body and use it as a meat shield and come up shooting?
Okay, sure, but I'm gonna count that as a swinging object check.
Fine.
To try and
I think you just really wanted to use swinging
objects.
objects.
Can I tell you what that resource was that I found?
Yeah, what did you find? Yeah.
A bullet-resistant yarn.
Oh my god, bullet-resistant yarn.
And while all this is going on, I have a crochet needle in my belt. I take it out and I flip it around, like a gun, like I twirl it around, and I'm gonna start knitting myself
crochet check to knit
a poncho.
A bulletproof.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a bulletproof poncho or bullet resistant. I want to be fair. Bullet resistant.
Bullet resistant poncho. And what did you get?
Right, let's do this. All right, let me roll it. I have an 8, 9.
9. Okay, yeah. No, you managed to knit yourself a somewhat
crochet.
You managed to crochet.
Don't piss off the crocheting community, James, on the first episode.
I'm on a knife edge here, you guys. Everyone. I've got so many different factions that I can't upset, and I can't have the crochet people on my back. Not again, dude. So you managed to crochet yourself a somewhat bullet-resistant poncho in the gunfire. And Cobblepot, you roll me. What was your swinging objects check, by the way?
It was 7.
You got a 7. Yeah, you can just about manage to hold. You can just about manage to hold Jack's body in front of you. But it is slow to drag it. A couple of bullets are going to come flying, sort of flying in the crossfire and the chaos from the other side of the restaurant, and they are gonna come through, and they're gonna bounce off of you two pretty much. Okay, you wield Jack as a meat shield, and
he's definitely dead now.
But the bullet sort of slams into your poncho, but the bullets are still coming. They don't know what's happening on this side. So you've managed to shoot one of these. Clover, what was your shooting check?
I rolled 7.
Cool. Yeah. So you managed to blow this guy's ear off. But so he's like down, bleeding, but he's not quite dead. And the other person is going to pull a gun on you, and but you do have a chance to do something while this woman is pulling a gun on you.
Well, I got the sentry is like perched on my back, and I say, "Sentry suppress targets."
What?
Oh my god. The sentry begins to whir and click and clank into life, and in a couple of bullet shots, the woman in front of you is gunned down. And now, so you've got those two. The woman is gunned down. The guy that you shot is sort of bleeding on the floor, with his ear blown off. So you have incapacitated these guys. One of them is still alive. Yeah. There is, however, still bullet fire coming from the other side of the restaurant.
I take a hanky out of my pocket. It's white, and
Sure.
I tie it around the nose of the rifle that I took off of Jack, and I wave it over the tops of the
Interesting.
the table.
That's good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, roll me a socializing check.
Piss poor. I got 3.
Oh god. Okay, so
Is there such thing as a help
action?
action?
Yeah. So remember.
Can
to
I
make a
do it
note-
by shaking Jack's head
Yes,
around like
you
he's
can,
dead?
You can make an assist check, but that will only add a 2 to the roll. So that goes up to a 5.
So I'm just parading around this dead man,
right.
and then I look
You
like
know
I'm
what?
part of a blood cult.
All right, Cobblepot, I'm done with this. Give me the body.
Great. You want to help out too, bud?
I'm gonna use him as a swinging weapon.
Okay, great.
I'm just gonna
I
run
thrust him over to Buck.
I just want to run in there like a madman, swinging this dude's body around at all of his
Amazing. Great.
compatriots.
So you also
Yeah.
are wielding a dead body. This is
Yeah,
amazing.
with my poncho.
So good.
So I'm afraid that you wave the white handkerchief and a bullet just goes and rips straight through the handkerchief.
That's my favorite hanky.
What happened to diplomacy?
Can you, Clover? Can you roll me a dancing check, please?
Gladly, I rolled a 7.
Yeah, no, you managed to dodge out of the way, but a bullet does clip your arm, and you take 2 hit points of damage. You're now down to 8 hit points
That ain't nice at all.
as a bullet flies through past the white handkerchief.
Can I scream, we're not here for a fight, good lads. I'm part of the train company.
Yeah, sure. Roll me a separate. Roll me a socializing check with a +2, please.
That's a 10.
10, nice. Yeah, so you yell. You're with the train company, and the gunfire stops. 2 individuals stand up from the other side of the tables, and you can see they are wearing the uniform of the train company. They are fellow attendants on the train.
Bartholomew and Benedict, so lovely
Yeah.
to see you both.
Wadsworth,
what is the dreadful
hell is
business?
going on?
Well, I just don't know. I have a bump on my head, and I work with these 2 vagrant-looking people.
So you can see in the restaurant, the tables have been smashed in the middle, and several gunned down attendants, enforcers, and general rich people have been caught in the crossfire in essentially a mad gunfight as everybody pulled their state mandatory guns out and began just firing on each other.
Before we carry on with our story for today, we'd like to share a trailer with you from the Call of Cthulhu mystery program. This is the show created by our guest today, Kat Blackard and John Sebastian Laval. Go on and check it out.
Do you hear that? Presenting a bold new adventure into Lovecraftian horror and black comedy, the Call of Cthulhu Mystery Program's acclaimed second series, The Terrible Secret of Lot X.
Sold to the woman in green.
Estelle Thorpe has made a precarious purchase.
Get anything good?
Contents of automobile trunk, backseat, and glove box unsorted.
Riveting.
But this auction win is more than it seems.
A deranged man tried to outbid me. He confronted me afterwards.
That box you bought? Burn it if you know what's good for you. He who is not to be named killed those boys, and it's my fault. Just like he's gonna kill you.
It's take too long to explain. We gotta get to the hospital.
I'll tell you what, right now, we can't go to the police with this.
Yeah, I expect you're right.
They'll put us in the sanitarium.
The air gives way to the crushing depths. You're drowning. You're drowning in a sea of yellow.
In this program, our cast actually lives the terror. It's an improvised audio drama that uses Chaosium's Call of Cthulhu role-playing game and the wits of our players to weave these uncanny tales. This is a cinematic radio play where anything can happen, and these poor souls never know what's going to crawl out of the darkness. Discover The Terrible Secret of Lot X, the entire second series now available on your favorite podcast player. Just search for the Call of Cthulhu Mystery Program or unlock all our secrets at CthulhuMystery.com.
What's going on is a matter of rebellion. These enforcers have betrayed Mother Tupelo. And I pull up the one whose ear I shot by the scruff of his collar. Now spill it. Who's leading this posse?
You'll never make me tell. I'll never give it up.
I'm gonna hold up. I'm gonna hold up Jack, and I'm gonna go I still got his body, his lifeless corpse, and I'm gonna say, "Listen, buddy, you're gonna be next if you don't tell us what's going on around."
And he sang like a bird as well.
Yeah.
Bud, can you roll me a keeping your mouth shut roll with a -1 because I want you to roll low, and you've got a bonus to the intimidation as you threaten this guy with keeping your mouth shut.
Wait, can he get it? Can he get an assist? Oh no, we don't want an assist because
I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8. That is
it's 9 minus 1.
A 7.
Can it be a -2? Because
you can give him a minus. Yeah, you could. I want you to roll me a keep in your mouth shut check.
Okay.
Wadsworth.
That's really not good. It's 10.
Oh yeah. So
yeah, we're terrible at this, man, buddy.
You actually are suddenly filled with a desire to not piss off these very scary looking enforcers, and so you know better. You keep your mouth shut. You keep your mouth shut.
I'm just going to. I've got to go speak to my friends.
So, John, what was it? You rolled an 8 in the end?
Sure did, buddy.
You managed to intimidate him a bit, and he's just like, all right, look. These enforcers ain't been the same since Mother Tupelo took over. You must know that yourself, bud, because I don't know if you remember me, but I sure do remember you.
Is that a vague threat?
Don't you remember how Mother Tupelo kicked you out of the God damn it, what was it? The freaking
during the day of transition.
The day of transition. The Pecos posse. Don't you remember how
the Pecos party
Tupelo kicked you out of the Pecos posse?
More like the Pecos party.
She done you wrong, but
yeah, you're right. Hold on a damn minute.
This whole place been going south since she took over.
Yeah, you're right. Wait a minute. Man, this sure is a strange place I've awoken in.
Yeah. He's like, Clover, this man used to be a part of the Pecos posse. He was one of the ones who held out against Mother Tupelo taking over. You sure you trust him?
Well, she had Mother Jones killed. I'm still convinced of it because brother Alex Jones, her cousin, was on the airwaves during his revival show, and I 100% believe it.
Great.
Is this the game you wanted? Really deep down?
Yeah, this is great. I love this. And might I ask, Bud, Clover, you might want to ask what the hell Bud is doing on this train anyway. He ain't rich, and he certainly ain't an enforcer no more.
Well, yes, I rather did wonder how you got on board this train. We tend to have a policy to shoot stowaways on sight.
All right, I'll come clean. I'll come clean to all of you. I just want to know what it was like to feel pretty and to know what it was like to be rich. So I snuck on board, and then I knocked. No, you idiots! I told you I got passed out in the saloon, and I woke up here. Dang. Jeez.
Well, someone must have brought you aboard for a reason then.
Well, I think perhaps I was brought here to stop this here, this here circumcision or whatever it's called. Jesus Christ. Oh, insurrection. Sorry, insurrection. I didn't go to no school. I was born and raised to be a guardian to the mothers.
Fantastic.
That's right, and you know good and well, Berthold, that Mother Tupelo is a saint, and all this hooey about her assassinating Mother Jones, well, I think you've been sipping the wrong sarsaparilla.
Well, I'm allergic to sarsaparilla, so that's ridiculous.
She too organized. She's too structured. She's been trying to keep the peace. Don't you remember the old ways? Mother Jones used to run a way looser ship than Mother Tupelo. Anything went. Now, all this talk of uniting the enforcer gangs and making a country again, a government. Don't you know it's all hooey? It's all gonna go to pot. We can't trust them.
Yeah,
By the power invested in me on behalf of the peace enforcers, I, Clover Pennyworth, here do by arrest you for treason. And I take out my cuffs, and I clip them shut behind him, and I dump him in the corner.
Well, I'm sorry.
You managed to lock this guy up, you dump him in the corner.
I can't help you here. She's got you dead to rights. She's got you arrested. My hands are tied. And by the way, I'm still talking like I've got Jack kind of like waving around like like Weekend at Bernie's.
The two attendants,
Bartholomew and Benedict.
Bartholomew and Benedict, and they're like,
they're identical twins.
You there, Bud, or whatever it is. Now, I knew you didn't have a ticket. You don't seem like the type to be allowed on this train.
Well, we should really shoot him on sight. However, he has been a tremendous help to getting this train back on track.
I here do by deputize Budworth McKenzie to assist in the suppression of this insurrection of the Pecos posse.
Brings a tear to my eye. It's so nice of you. And I'm wiping my tears with Jack's hand.
Well, I think the real question at this point is, are there any more insurrectors on board?
When we woke up here, all we know is that you awoken in a strange place. We've all awoken in a strange place, Wadsworth. All we know is that these ex-enforcers have their guns pointed at us, and it's only by the providence of the fact that all the guests happened to have been armed. It's very convenient that they all started firing at one another, and everyone was killed in a bloodbath. But we did manage to get...
Are you saying all the guests have died?
Yes, all the guests in the restaurant have all been killed.
Oh, well, the insurance money is certain to kick in on that one. Firefights are very lucrative for us.
Are you saying just all this stuff? And I point to all the luggage. Is it all like free to just grab? Like just for anybody?
Absolutely. We have a strict policy that if a passenger dies, their body is free game for looting. And I'm going to do so.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna see what I can find.
All of you may loot the luggage. Roll me a. Oh my god! Roll me a fixing machines check to crack open
to loot a body
or the no the
steam
luggage.
chest.
You said
steam
luggage.
Yeah.
I said that their body was fair game for looting, but I suppose that extends to their luggage.
Yeah, you don't want stuff found on a body. No, that's just bad.
Everybody
luck.
roll.
But these steam
Everybody
trunks
roll
are
me
for-
a fixing. Yep, the steam trunks, the high-powered security steam trunks. These are all rich guests, after all.
Yeah.
6.
10.
Nice.
7.
Fantastic. You
can't get it open.
Wadsworth, you desperately try to crack open a case, but you can't quite break it open. And Bartholomew and Benedict sort of honestly, Wadsworth, I can't believe you'd stoop so
Well, I'm
low
sorry.
as
Would you
try
like to help?
as to try to steal. I can't believe you would stoop so low as to try to steal
shove it up
the
your arse,
property of our
Benedict.
guests.
I know you've been
Wadsworth.
sleeping with a cook.
Well, that has made me, but
And Bartholomew,
He just
I
has a-
know that you have been giving Mrs. Cumberbatch some really, really disgusting massages. So how about you two shove it up both of your rectums?
I'll have you know, Wadsworth, that Miss Cumberbatch and I are married. I'm Benedict Cumberbatch now, as is the law of the land, that you take your wife's name in this matriarchy. I am Benedict Cumberbatch now.
Yes, but it is not legal to now under this is to give massages that don't end in happy endings. Teasing your partner is illegal now and considered sodomy.
Damn it, you're right. I rolled so low in hand stuff. I just couldn't make it work. I'm a failure. Damn it, I'm a failure. John, you managed to crack open Bud. You managed to crack open...
John's my given name.
Bud
I prefer
John.
to go by Bud.
Budsworth John Mackenzie.
That's right.
Bud, you crack open a steam chest, and you managed to find a few things in there, but nothing that you think is going to be of any real importance. You do, however, manage to crack it open successfully.
Yeah. Look, so I got mine open and I dump it out, and it's just full of dirty socks.
You get bragging rights, but nothing of a special value. Clover, you crack yours open, however, and you manage to find one resource.
Oh, look at you. Y'all got a free resource, Clover.
Well, don't mind if I do.
Mm-hmm. You may decide what that is later on, don't you worry.
Yeah.
I'll let you determine it on the fly.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good find.
Now, those Deus Ex Machina brand luggages are hard to open.
Yes, but once you get inside of them, it's like resolution.
Yeah.
Everything seems to go right.
It's the satisfaction of the end of a good book.
Yes, I love it. I love it in books. That's why I'm so good. I read so many books, and my favorite endings are the ones where everything's solved by an external force.
Just like reality.
As you finish cracking open the luggage, I guess, who was the guy who wasn't Benedict?
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew.
Who's
says,
been sleeping with the cook, and Benedict, who is married to Mrs. Cumberbatch, the guest.
He just has such a resounding figure. I just can't resist him. All I know is that there are more of them in the cabin, but the damn place is locked. I just can't seem to get ourselves in. They could be doing anything in there. I can only assume that they're the ones taking control of the trade.
Well, I can take care of that right now.
I step up to the plate. I have an executive key card. Bleep.
Fantastic.
Yes, you do.
You swipe the executive key card, and the door opens. I want all three of you to roll me a surprise check, please.
I was gonna pick the lock with the crochet needle.
Oh, Christ, I got a 6.
I done got a 5.
I got an 8.
The three of you absolutely fail to swing the door open in time. And as you open it, you do see a hooded figure and two enforcers pointing their guns at you. And
I think we got the wrong door.
Pardon me, sir. Tea?
You manage to fight.
Yeah.
You find six enforcers. Are 6 of your enforcers, the newer lot, the ones you know you can trust, Clover, are tied up, gagged and bound in the cabin, and you can see that the controls down the far end have been tampered with hugely. I want everybody to roll me a dancing check, but Bud and Wadsworth get a tasty +2 for meat shields and bulletproof
9.
ponchos and the like. 9.
8.
13.
Ooh, tasty.
Oh yeah. Lucky number 13, because in this world, 13's a lucky number.
Clover, you managed to dance out of the way, but you are forced to duck behind one of the bodies of you are forced to duck behind the sort of piled of tied up enforcers, and some of them take some bullets for you. Wadsworth,
Yes.
what did you roll again? Remind me.
9.
A 9. Yeah, so you managed to do the same. You duck down behind the enforcers, and general sort of bullets begin flying at them. But Bud, you managed to successfully, with the use of the body of Jack and the ponchos, you bullets begin ricocheting off you, and you do have a chance to make me a shooting check at the opponents.
Absolutely. I'm gonna give that a roll. Roll them bones. Here we go. We got a 5.
You got a 5? Okay, so you shoot. Your rifle. What was it you had?
Yeah, I got a rifle, but it's only used to.
Oh, gotcha. It's only used to hit.
I don't shoot anymore because
you don't shoot anymore. Okay, great. So what attack are you making?
He's sworn off shooting because he failed to protect Mother Jones.
I was disgraced.
I can't believe you weren't paying attention to his
You're
rich
right.
backstory.
You swore off shooting. Okay, so you don't make a shooting check. You want to try and run towards them and make a.
Obviously, you've never seen the prequels.
Yeah, you're right. So you want to run. You want to run towards them. Do you want to swing Jack at them, or do you want to try and engage in fisticuffs?
I'm gonna actually use Jack as like a shield, like a riot shield.
Yep.
and I'm gonna swing, and I'm gonna swing my rifle.
Fantastic. Roll me a swinging objects check at them.
Let's get swinging.
This is so good. I love this.
7.
7. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, you managed to
mixed success.
You managed to swing forward. You knock the club. You knock the gun out of one of their hands, but you don't manage to do any real damage. And some of them are gonna make. Those 3 are gonna turn their guns on you, and they're gonna start firing at you. So I want you to roll me. I want you to roll me 3 dancing checks, please.
3.
If I fail all of them, I get a +1.
It's true. And
9.
Meanwhile,
Oh, sorry.
You got a 9.
I'll write them down, and then I'll tell you all 3.
Yep, let me know. Meanwhile, Clover and Wadsworth, what are you guys doing?
So remind me where we are. Where did you say we were?
You're in the front. You're in the front of the train.
Yes.
You can see that the controls are on the far side, but between you and the controls is a hooded figure and 2 enforcers. You and Clover are currently ducked behind 6 tied up enforcers, all sort of dumped in a pile. 2 of them have taken some bullets for you.
Yeah. I want to tell Bartholomew and Benedict to start shooting at them.
Oh my god, yeah, okay.
Bartholomew, Benedict, attack!
Roll me a socializing
Identical
check,
twins.
please. They're identical twins, great.
I've told you this, they're identical twins.
While he's doing this,
I want you to know, I've been desperately trying to make every NPC you run into, I've declared as being a woman, and all of you have been like, I shoot the other guy. It's Benedict and Bartholomew. I want everybody to know I've been desperately trying to make this the matriarchy you all insisted that it is, and yet somehow everybody you have met is a man, and I don't know how to.
Well, because they're working class.
Right?
Because they're working class.
It's easier
You're
to
right.
kill men in fiction because society doesn't value the life of a man.
You're right. You got it. You got it, dude.
And by the way, meanwhile, I got a 9, an 8, and a 4.
You managed to block a few bullets with the body of Jack, but you do take a hit, and you are forced to back out of melee range with these people.
Piss.
With the hooded figure and the 2 female enforcers before you guys start shredding on me.
Now them 2 female enforcers, of course, Michael and Steven.
I'll get back onto the matriarchy train. Excuse me.
That's fine. Michael and Steven are women.
So I'm at 9 now. Is that right? I drop 1, or how many hit points is a shot to the shoulder, I guess, or something?
No, you take 2 hit points of damage. 2. Mm-hmm.
I move out from behind my cohort who was unfortunately shot in the crossfire, and I toss the sentry like a weird chunky frisbee at the person with the hood on, and I say, "Sentry surge." The idea being that it will clasp onto them and then deposit all of its electrical energy into the body of that person.
Okay, great. I want you to roll me a I think you have to swing this to throw it, so I want you to make me a swinging object check, please.
You got it. I rolled a 10.
10. Damn. All right. So you hurl the sentry. It clasps onto the figure in the hood, and it begins to electrocute them. They drop to their knees. They stop firing, but the two enforcers, what was it, Michael and Steven, begin to direct their fire towards you. They're gonna start shooting guns. I want you to make me 2 dancing checks to avoid their gunfire.
I rolled a 7 and a 4.
Okay, great. So you do get hit by one of the bullets and you lose another 2 hit points, but you manage to duck back behind the bodies of the enforcers, and yet another enforcer takes a bullet for you. That's 3 dead and 3 are still alive. Meanwhile, the 2 attendants keep firing back at the 2 enforcers. I'm gonna say they managed to take out 1, but before the other one they managed to take out Steven before Michael manages to gun them down.
If Michael is distracted, I'm certainly fit to ambush her and use my fisticuffs to full effect.
Yeah, roll me a surprise check and a fisticuffs check, please.
Surprise is 9.
Fair.
Fisticuffs ain't so hot. Fisticuffs is a 5.
Did you add a +2 to that?
No, it was. I rolled a 3 and I added +2 to that.
You rolled a 3 and it's now a 5. Okay, great. Well, you do manage to get the drop on her because she is distracted. But you don't manage to land any hits, but you now are sort of on the other side of her rifle. She can't shoot you, you're too close to her. Bud, what are you going to do now that the one of them's dead? One of them is desperately engaged in fisticuffs with Clover, and the one in the hood is sort of down, desperately trying to rip the drone off themselves.
Well, I'm going to toss Jack to the side because he's all riddled up, and I don't want to take more hits.
Yeah, he's riddled with bullets now. He ain't taking more hits. Right?
He's getting heavy from all that lead.
It's basically just running through him at this point. He's so mushy.
The same as your bulletproof poncho has, or your bullet-resistant poncho. Yeah. I'm afraid after it takes a few shots, it no longer becomes any value because it's got too many holes in it.
But you know what I got? I got a crochet needle. So I'm gonna try to go up on the hooded figure and bring the crochet needle right into the eye socket.
Jesus Christ! I'm gonna
say up the nose. I want to do like an Egyptian embalming ritual right up the nose.
Roll me a crocheting check again.
All right, here we go. Knit 1, purl 2. No, that's different. That's not a crochet.
That's knitting. The crochet community will be up our asses.
Crochet,
guys.
dude. Sorry, crochet, purl 2.
6, 7, 8, 9. I got a 9.
Yeah, you got a 9. Okay, yeah, no, I'll say that you managed to swing force and jam the crochet needle up this person's nose. Their hood falls back and they fall down to the ground dead. However, as their hood falls, you can see the face of Mother Jones.
No!
You killed Mother Jones.
No! I'm gonna shake my hands, and like the crochet needle's like stuck in the nostril still, and I'm just shaking her head. No, why?
Mommy!
Michael turns to you and it's like, Bud, you traitor.
Oh, what?
Ain't no traitor. He's on Mother Tupelo's side now, and I want to.
No, wait, hold on. Wait. I need to hear what I was supposed to remember.
Don't you remember what Mother Tupelo did to you? She cast you out. Mother Jones.
I gotta be honest. It's because mostly I got special treatment from Mother Jones every time I gave her a good night massage, and I tried to offer to Mother Tupelo, and she dismissed me for it. So to be honest, I might have deserved it.
As I hear, you rolled that with a happy ending every time, but that's not the point, bud.
Well, it was for misconduct, and maybe I should be on a path to redemption.
While she is distracted, Clover, make me the engaging in fisticuffs check to do a 1-2 punch on Michael.
Can I just say, while this is all happening, can I go and try and deal with the console, the control?
Yeah, sure.
I rolled
Actually get the runaway train under control.
12.
So you just pow, and you just knock Michael out. She goes down. So you are left with 3 living enforcers. Michael is down and out, and Mother Jones has a crochet needle up her nose. The 3 living enforcers have been tied up. They are on, as far as you can tell, they're the ones that you know are good. And the attendants have been shot and have been killed.
I didn't like them that much, anyways.
Wadsworth, I want you to run up to the console. What are you trying to do? You're trying to fix it?
I'm trying to get the runaway train under control. I'm trying to control.
Great. I want you to roll me. First of all, I want you to roll me a fixing machines check, please.
Okay. 4.
Cool. As you desperately, you are not trained for this. As you desperately yank levers up and down.
I was not trained in driving. I believe the driver should be somewhere, but I think perhaps he's been shot.
You managed to snap the lever off from the controls.
For the love of Pete! I push him out of the way and try to use my fixing machines.
Great. Roll me another fixing machines check, Clover.
Oh well, excellent. I have rolled a 11 plus 1.
Oh, fantastic!
12.
Yeah, you managed to tie up with a nearby piece of wiring. You managed to tie the lever back on to where it was broken off, and you managed to get the controls more or less working again. Clover, can you roll me a driving trains check, please? The legendary driving trains check. It's
not my strong suit. I rolled a 4.
Nope. Okay, great. So as you desperately try to, you yank backwards on the lever, and the train wheels lock suddenly and begin to you can hear them screech and catch on fire as this crazy train continues hurtling, and out the window in front of you, you can see West City. You are coming up on it. You have not got long before this train is going to go crashing headfirst into.
Oh no,
into
we're going
West
to
City.
crash with the city! Oh God! Can I just desperately try and just flail at the console and try to fix something?
You've already failed a fixing machines check.
Yes, but not driving.
You want to roll a driving trains
yes.
check? Okay, great. Yeah, roll me a driving trains check.
8.
Yeah, no, you managed to grip a hold of it, and I'm gonna say that you managed to add +3 to as you assist, you and Clover manage to add a +3 to her roll, and you manage to get the train under control, and it begins to brake. And as the train slowly slows to a stop, you can hear an explosion somewhere far back in the train. And as you run to look out the window, you can see one of the back carriages rolling, the two back carriages rolling away swiftly. The one with the engine in, and then the carriage that the enforcers got on, Clover. And you can just see several of the ancient enforcers, Bud, all of which you recognize, shaking their fists at you as the final two carriages whistle away backwards down the way you came.
I do feel as though that is not meant to happen.
I do a rude gesture.
Fantastic.
I just wave like, bye.
Great. And as you do so, several Mad Max style cars driving from West City along the dusty trail either side of the rails.
Here come the West City politicians. Wave hello.
They roll up and they begin to step onto the cabin, and you can see that it is the mayor, Mother Tupelo, and as she steps on, and she goes, "Good Lord, what the hell went on here?"
And Bud just kind of shrugs, but he still has like the crochet needle in Mother Jones's nose, and her dead body just kind of flailing around.
An insurrection, Mother Tupelo. A terrible insurrection from Mother Jones.
Yeah, there was an erection.
An insurrection.
Yeah, it was an erection on board.
My God. Well, it's amazing that you managed to prevent this train. As far as I could tell, it exploded. If this train had hit the city, then it could have killed who knows how many people. You've done us a great service, Clover, but you, Bud, weren't you with old Mother Jones? Ain't she the one behind all this? How do we know we can trust you? Several of her enforcers begin to pull guns on you.
Well, you can't. You can't trust me. I mean, I just killed Mother Jones by accident. I just want to go back to the saloon and drink till I die.
Clover, is this true?
It is true, but he was a great assistance in quelling all this.
Well, then I hope to God you deputized this man.
I sure did. That's protocol.
Fantastic.
Peace Enforcer Code, Rule 789.
Yeah, but you can have it back.
Bud, I want to hereby re-enroll you in the Pecos posse.
Nope, just want to go back to the saloon. But you know.
Well, yeah, I do respect that.
Unless you do want those, unless you do want those nightly, nighttime massages I offered back on the transition day.
Bud, close your damn mouth.
All right.
Yeah, Bud, I want you to roll me a keeping your mouth shut.
I think I'm just kind of blushing up the side.
11.
So you managed to shut up before you begin running your mouth, and she and her enforcers begin to start handing you crates of, I don't know, what did they use for money in the old West time? Doubloons? I don't know. Crates of doubloons.
Crates of doubloons. We used paper money back then, but doubloons will work fine.
Well, they're paper doubloons then. they're paper doubloons, damn it.
Cardboard.
Ah, yes, the money that we all use. Marijuana.
Or balloons. Stacks of balloons.
Yeah, some horrible mixture of old hemp leaves, paper money, ancient coins, and deflated rubber balloons, and that you all know to be extremely valuable here to you in briefcases. And she goes, "And you, Wadsworth, were you and Clover were the ones to get this train under control, correct?"
Yes. Correct. Yes. I really simply all I need is I'd love to get my train back.
by the military structure that upholds the society, I, as the mayor, hereby grant you conductorship of this here train.
Oh, the corporation will hunt me down for that, but I'll take it.
Don't worry, I'll keep old Ozzy off your back.
Oh, thank you. Mr. Osborne is a terrible, terrible cranky puss.
You know, I done heard he eats the heads off bats and then he just throws the body away. Could you imagine?
That's wasteful.
Terribly wasteful. Why not eat the body too? It only makes sense. And as she looks out through one of the windows to the carriage getting away, goes, "Well, Mother Jones may be dead, but I don't think any one of us can tell what her loyalists are gonna do next. All we can do is hope for the future." And with that, I'm gonna say, congratulations. That is the end of today's session.
That was so much fun.
So now we go to a sleep in a regular place.
Yeah, you go to sleep in a place you recognize very well. Thank you, everybody, for playing. You awaken a strange place. Once again, I would like to plug Drawfee, the Drawfee Show on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. And thank you to Jacob Andrews for coming up with this amazing game. I'm glad we all have fun, and we'll see you next time on Realms of Peril and Glory.
Glory,
Bye.
glory, 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 glory.
Thank you so much for listening to You Awaken in a Strange Place. This episode, Showdown on the Ozzy Express, is made with the great thanks from Kat Blackard and John Sebastian Laval, our two incredible guest players who joined us today. You can follow Kat at Neon Feline on Twitter, and you can find John at linktree.com/John Sebastian. You can also listen to their incredible and wonderful actual play show, The Call of Cthulhu Mystery Program. This is a richly sound designed show that is the absolute best of audio drama, meeting the absolute best of actual play. James is one of the voices in Season 2, and I will be one of the voices in Season 3. So please go check out the Call of Cthulhu Mystery Program by going to CthulhuMystery.com or searching in your podcatcher of choice for the Call of Cthulhu Mystery Program. And which unwitting soul, innocent or impure, will succumb to the maddening call of Cthulhu? You can follow myself personally over on Twitter and Instagram at ZachFG. You can also follow James on Twitter at BarbarossaPhone, though he said that you probably shouldn't. And also, the best way to support the show is by heading over to patreon.com/lightandtragic. There you can get bonus shows, ad-free listening, and even more. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.